Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. This is a painting video for everyone that's new. The painting video goes up every Monday. It's not a tutorial, it's just I paint for fun and to get through my pile of shame. For all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. So on this painting video, what I started doing from last week's Weekly Wednesday is I presented you guys with a box of different models and you guys voted on them, which ones you wanted me to paint for today's video. And the storage crates, the ammo crates, the barrels and the crates won. Now, all I've done so far is start putting some lead belcher base colour down. Now if you have lead belcher spray can, that's probably the best way of going. Undercoat black and then do the spray can. The reason you'd undercoat black and not go for a zenithal is because it's metallic. So if you, when you give it the lead belcher paint, if there's bits that you miss, yeah, so this one here, so closer person, have a look. See if there's little bits that look a bit scratched over here. Because it's black underneath, it looks like it was warm metal. It's nice. Now, before I start painting them, they have been undercoated black. I don't have lead belcher spray, so I am using just normal lead belcher. I did start using the Airbrush lead belcher paint, but it was too thin for what I wanted, so I switched to this one. There's something a few things I need to show you first of all. So, see like this barrel here. How do I undercoat these barrels properly? The best way to undercoat this barrel black, okay, is to hold it in your fingers like that. Wear gloves, ventilated area, mask, no business. You give it a spray down, okay, because you can turn it around and keep spraying down. But then someone says, John, but you've got this still. All you do with that afterwards is a brush, bit of black paint, and just cover that bit. Yeah. Because otherwise, if you're trying to spray it and you're trying to hold it, you're just taking the paint off. Now with the crates, this is very, very simple. I've done a good job on this one actually. There we go. Look. So what you're going to do is you want to hold it like that. Okay, and spray it. So the only part that you haven't hit with the black paint is like that little corner piece there. It should be a little corner piece that side. Okay. Now something going to say, what's this? What's this thing here? This is an old plastic tray. When you used to buy models, they used to come, this is ironic, the box was wrapped in plastic. You'd open the box, there'll be a plastic tray, this thing, inside it, with all the model parts in there. Now for me, I think they're brilliant for putting stuff on to dry so it doesn't mess up anything else. Now next question, someone say, what about the big containers? Same principle as the crates. Yeah, this one I'm undercoat black, see, I've held it there. And I've held it that side. Okay, I just sprayed it. Now I didn't spray underneath because it's going to be flat down. There's no point to spray underneath. But there is a few little parts like on the gun here that I've missed. But again, a little bit of black paint and a brush and that'd be no problem at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off doing all these ones with a little bit of black paint on the top. And then base them with lead belcher. And when I paint in this painting video, you can see there's a heap of them here. There's three storage crates sprues worth, so there's a lot. I'm not going to paint every single individual one on camera. So what I'll do is, say the two barrels, I'll paint them on camera. Okay, very, very quick, very, very simple. And then I'll do the rest of them off camera. The crates, yeah, so I'd paint one of the crates, just say whatever colour it's going to be, and then do another crate different colour, and maybe a third one a different colour, and then just do the rest of them off camera so you can see the different variations of the, just same simple technique but just changing one colour. And the crates, the storage containers, say I'll probably put one on camera and then just change the colour on the other two. And okay, so guys, sit back, enjoy, and let's get going. one other thing I say actually. Best way to paint these barrels is you can paint them like that if you want to, yeah. But what I do is I hold it and I paint it halfway down. Just give it a good once over coat. The lead belcher, I do the top. Again, if there is little scuff marks from the brush, it doesn't matter because it looks like a worn can then. Then what I do is, the bottom's not done, okay? Just put it there. Now when this top is dry, 5 minutes or so, I will then do the same thing, but on the bottom, and then put this, the top piece of it. Yeah, so I'm literally just flipping it. That's very simple, very quick and easy, guys. Right, so this is the second one getting a base coat. So what I've done is, I've actually held it like this, yeah, one end, and just painted the whole thing, and then all down the sides here as well, but not underneath. And then I've just I've just placed it on this tray. So all I've got is this end, okay, just underneath the storm bolter and everything else. Let me try and show you actually. All I've got is this side to do, yeah, just under here, just a little bit underneath the storm bolter, just the side panels. That's the best way to, I mean, don't get me wrong, the best way to do it is actually have the spray can, just do it that way, because save yourself so much time and effort and messing around like I am now. You can just spray and then come back to it a couple of hours later and it's done. But I'm going to go on with this. Okay, so they're all undercoat silver. So what I have on the wet palette is Nagorth Night. I have some Macragge Blue, some Attribute Armor. There's a bit of beaten copper, but I do have over here as well Vista Red Airbrush Paint. I do have some Troll Slayer Orange for rust effect as well if I want to. I do have some Roofing Steel for dry brushing if I want to go that way. Now I've got these three lovely washes, okay. Phasian Camo Shade, Phasian, how do you pronounce that? Some Nun Oil Shade. It's a Nun Oil Gloss. Now I'm probably not going to use the gloss. Yeah, I'm not going to use the gloss. I've got two barrels here, okay. What I'm going to do is do the Retribute Armor first of all, just on, where are we? On this bad boy, just across the top there, nice and easy. This is as easy and simple these barrels are going to be. Because it's a silver base colour underneath, it's going to really pop and look shiny. The tap as well, I'll get a little bit of Retribute Armor. Nothing too fancy, just nice little easy. There's a little skull on the back. Again, just, yeah, nice and easy. Nothing too spectacular. And on these crates, again, just the eagle will be painted with the Retribute Armor. Very, very simple. No, little bits and pieces. No. Let's miss that little bit there. Now, I'm going to do, as you can see, there's loads here, there's barrels and everything. I'm going to do all of those with the vegetable armour. I'll come back to you then, because I don't want to sit here and wait for that to dry when I can be doing the rest of it. Right, you can already see the difference. They look. So now I'm going to take one barrel and I'm going to go with some non-oil, and I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm just going to wash it all over. Okay, just give it a nice slap dab all over, making sure to get the gold bits and all that sort of business. That's the reason why you hold it up there, so you can shimmy it around. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the non-oil or the frozen camo shade. I want them to look like dirty oil drums. I think non-oil will give me the better effect, but I don't know if I don't know, we'll see. That's looking good already. Right, then we're going to go with the other one. Is going to be I keep saying the frozen camo shade, it's not. It's a frozen camo shade. Sorry. My brain's telling me there should be an S in there, and it's not. You idiot. I didn't even paint the gold on the... Oh, you silly clown. Let me try this again with one that I have painted gold on. Oh my goodness me. And that's slap bang in the middle. I can't even edit that out. So you guys having a good laugh at me now. I don't know why I've missed that one. And I had it on the little thing in front of me as well. So I think that still looks... I think they look absolutely amazing. That's the frozen camo shade, and that's the non-oil. I think they both look fantastic. Let me see how they dry. Right, so now I'm going to go with some Mephiston red. This is the Airbrush Paint. I'm going to paint all of these panels like this. Okay, not obviously I'm going to fill them in, and all these little bits here. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, it's still wet in patches. So I'm going to do another one now. I'm going to go with some Macragge blue. One thing I've got to say to you is water it down, because you've painted silver underneath, anything that comes through is going to look like it's a worn chest or worn crate, shall I say. So I'm going to actually get on with the rest of that. Right, so there's the Macragge blue. Before we go on to check the how the washes and shades look on these two barrels, I'm going to go with some Necromunda Night on the last crate. Again, I'm not going to show you the detail. I think I just filmed the blue one off camera, but I'll show you a little bit of this actually. So I'm going to water it down a little bit. The reason I'm watering it down a little bit is because I can actually then just really manipulate it across the flat panel. And if it does get a bit washy, yeah, like in this bottom corner here, it's just metallic coming through. So it actually looks like it's a worn crate. So do the top part here and then we'll go to the barrels. I'm going to crown the rest of that barrel off camera. Oh, sorry, crate off camera. Oh, so there's the purple, the Necromunda Night. You guys just comment below and tell me what you think, but I prefer the red. I think the red looks absolutely fantastic. Absolutely, it's fantastic. Blue one's still a little bit wet, as you can see. But the blue looks fantastic as well. The purple actually does look good. I just prefer the red. Right, so let's have a look at these barrels. Obviously, they're not dry yet. That's the frozen camo shade. That's really greasy and oily. And there's no, they both look fantastic. I don't know, I do prefer this one, but they look absolutely amazing. Move these out the way. So I'm going to get on and wash the rest of the barrels down and do the panel work on these guys. I'm not going to do them all red. I'll do a few blue and a few purple because I don't want to do them all red and then actually look at the blue one afterwards or the purple one afterwards and go, actually that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm back to you then. Right, so I've non-oiled all the crates and I've frozen camo shaded all the barrels. As you can see, that's still wet. When they're dry, we'll move on to these bad boys. I'm going to paint one and then I'm going to do the same thing on the others but just change the colours. Okay, so saves time and messing around. But there is quite a bit of detail on this anyway. And there's quite a lot of opportunity to dry brush along here if you want to, or you know, along the little grates there. I mean, I don't think I will, but even there is a lot of opportunity for dry brushing. This could even be coloured. I'm not going to paint them in a different colour, but they could even be coloured, metallic colour, different metallic colour to stand out. And I say that I won't, but I might do. Okay. Right, so this is the last piece now, because the other bits, I put none oil on them, they're drying down. So I'm going to start with Retributor Armour, and I'm going to go for the eagles first of all. And the skulls I'm going to do. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with walk down some Necromunda Night on my wet palette, and I'm going to go in here in between these panels. Right, so now what I'm going to do, without knocking the camera, is get some the Mephiston Red Airbrush Paint, and I'm going to do these guys here. Now I've watered it down a little bit on the wet palette to give me, I mean, it looks a bit orangey in this light for some bizarre reason, but to give me a nice metallic-y red coming through. I think the Stormbolt was a little once over the red. Right, whilst the other one's drying, I'm going to switch to this one. And I've gone to none oil. And what we're going to do is, we're going to wash down the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, just these panels. These panels and the gold are really going to be washed down. This is the edge trimming. The aim is to take a little bit of the brightness away from the silver and everything else. So I'm going to crack on with the rest of that. Right, so it's as easy as that. That's been washed down with some, they've been washed down with, sorry, with some nun oil. I actually really like the nun oil. First, I never used it before, and I didn't understand what the big hype about it was. Now, I've used it a few times now, and I actually like the result. It was really good. The only thing with those crates that you can do after the nun oil's dried, I mean, if you went with this shade instead, it'd give you a dirty, horrible look. It would be amazing, like grimy look. And you still could use the next method if you want to. It's some Runefang steel and dry brush shit. Okay, so you get all the raised areas. I'm not going to do that because I like the way they are as at the moment. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Turn your notifications. Remember, tune in to this week's Weekly Wednesday, where there'll be the next vote for next week's painting video. I will show you some pretty pictures just after this. So guys, until next time, take it easy.